everyone, welcome to the internet. Today I'm going to teach you how to create your own custom LUTs that you can apply anywhere and use any software to create them. First thing you need to do is download LTBAP LUT generator. That will be in the description. This is what you'll need. First things you got to do is generate a HALD. So just click that and then just put it wherever. And it will give you an image called neutral-512.png. And basically this is the key ingredient to everything, and this is how you're gonna generate your LUT. So let's take this shot here. Now, what if I wanted to use Photoshop's color grading tools to bring into Premiere? Now this is where the magic happens. Did you know you can import a video into Photoshop? I sure did. So it's just like an image. That's pretty cool. So what if I wanted to color grade inside of Photoshop? Well, you can, and now we can take the tools that we have in Photoshop and then we can bring it over here. Now, of course, you could do the same and use the same technique in Premiere, but I'm gonna show you in Photoshop because I think it's really cool. So what you're gonna do is hit Shift-Control-A, and that's the Camera Raw filter. It gives you this beautiful array of tools for color grading. And it's great for photos, but now we can use them for video. Isn't that special? Church lady. Now, we can start playing with all these tools. So let's up the contrast of the shot because it is pretty generic loggy. Let's bring down the highlights. Let's up that shadow just a bit because his face is a little dark, and let's crush those blacks a little bit. Now there are rules to this. You can't add something like clarity or dehazing because that's changing the image and not the colors and the contrast. The only things you can change are colors and contrast. If you add distortion effects or grain to this, it's going to affect the LUT badly, and you don't want that. Sadly, you can't use clarity or dehaze because clarity makes things look beautiful-ish, but it's also affecting the image inherently, and that will ruin your chances in the LUT later. But you can adjust vibrance and saturation because that's just affecting colors. So we're gonna up the vibrance and the saturation a little bit. My favorite tools are the HSL adjustments here, and you can like go into the greens and adjust the greens. What if we wanted to make this like a Western look, you know, take the greens away and maybe give the blues like a more teal look. Then we can go to the saturation and up those blues in the sky. Now you can't go crazy with it because you will get some banding depending on your bit rate. I shot this in 10-bit, so I can't really go crazy on it like that. But if I shot this in 10-bit, I'd be fine. I just don't have that kind of cash laying around. Adjust everything to your liking. You can even use the split toning effect. So let's do the highlights to be like an orange and the shadows to be like a blue, you know, the classic. Once you're done futzing around with the settings, go to your presets tab, add a new preset and call it fun little thingy or whatever, and hit OK. And then you have a user preset. Then just hit cancel. Then what you do is you import in that neutral 512 PNG that I talked about earlier. Go to filter, camera raw filter, and then go to your presets and add fun little thingy or whatever you called it onto it and hit OK. Now what we could do is hit File, Save As, and then name it whatever and call it Fun Little Thingy LUT and hit Save. Make sure it's a large file size and hit OK. So now let's go to LTBAP LUT generator and hit Convert to Cube. So then find your fun little thingy LUT and hit open. It's gonna take a second, and then it's gonna generate a LUT in that same folder as the image. And then it says conversion is done. Hit OK. Now it generated a .cube file, which is a famous LUT file. So let's go back into Premiere, and let's go into our Creative tab, hit Look, hit Browse, and then find wherever we put it. Fun little thingy LUT.cube. Hit OK. Boom, now we have the colors that we made in Photoshop in Premiere, which is great. It's not gonna be exactly the same, but it's pretty damn close to what we did in Photoshop, and it looks pretty great. Now we have a LUT that we can put on our whole entire project, just browse for it, hit fun little thingy, and hit open. And now it's there. And this is a completely different shot. And of course, it's not going to look great for every shot, but just futz around with these settings a little bit. And you have a LUT that you created in Photoshop. Now you can do the same exact thing in Premiere. Let's say we wanted to just quickly adjust this to our liking. So I just did something quickly. Then what you need to do is just import it into Premiere, that same image, just duplicate over your Lumetri, then export a frame out of it, like a PNG, and then just convert to Qt. It's the same exact thing. So you can do this in any software. It's just nice to have a LUT that you can have for your whole project. And you can even put it onto monitors so you can look at your own custom LUT on the field when you're shooting. So that's the tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. And if you didn't, go f yourself.